Peace and blessings to all of God's children on this Saturday morning. I want to share a little meditation with you, something I was blessed with yesterday, and I want to pass it on, and I pray that there's something in what I'm about to say that can bless you richly. Let's bear in mind, whatever comes through me, that you find of some level or semblance of positive upliftment, give praise to God, or however you relate to your higher self. It's not about me. This is a costume I'm wearing while I'm here in the earth. You follow me, you're definitely going to end up in the hottest part of hell. It's not about the messenger. It's about the message. So, yesterday I had an experience where I watched a video, somewhere around 12 minutes long, about a 109-year-old veteran. He fought in World War II. Yeah, he was a black man. And let me say this. Let me precursor all this with this. What we don't know is always greater than what we know. What we don't know is always greater than what we know. And stick with me. Let me ask for a little piece of your mental real estate for a little while, and let me try to paint you a picture. Why I was attracted to it to begin with, during my life's journey. See, whenever you go through knowledge, you want to try to find something relevant to the course of how life is showing up to you and your current situation. No, not where you've been, where you're going, but what you're going through right now. You know, that could very well be a sign of what many people say in the church and places, the Holy Spirit knocking at your door, trying to reveal something from your higher heights, your kingdom, your queendom, however you choose to see yourself. But it goes on inside. Well, it got me because as a young man when I went to prison back in the late 60s, I didn't have a clue. What I thought I knew, I was in for a rude awakening. My co-defendant at that time, by the way, this is Virginia State Penitentiary. My number was 94332. My co-defendant's number, his name was Willie James Williams, was 94333. A lot of people knew him as Willie Lump Lump. Beautiful brother out of Florida. Beautiful brother. I met him at Hampton. It was Hampton Institute then. It wasn't even Hampton University. But I digress. Anyway, we ended up in the penitentiary. The first day we get to the Virginia State Penitentiary, 2 people got killed, so we had to wait out in Sallyport till they clean up the mess in there. Okay. I can't explain to you as a young man the energy I felt in my spirit about it. I said, this ain't a good sign. Anyway, we go into the prison. Why I'm there is because of some identification I had showing that I was older. You know how when we're younger, we want to go up there, we want to be grown. We want to get in there, we want to drink, we want to do it. Man, I was in the streets. I mean, you know, that's where I was at. But I digress. When I got to prison, and like I said, it was serious business there. That's 500 Spring Street. But anyway, and they tore the prison down. It don't even exist. Over in that part of town, they got highways running through there and everything else. ODU is right close there on that side of Richmond. But anyway, we get into the prison, and I said, no, I got to come up with something with this. I got to come up with something where it is. So I immediately set about getting my proper identification in there to show how old I was. I wasn't 16 years old, 17. And through a process, I eventually got in and they sent me to Southampton Correctional Center. This was like in the early 70s when I got down there. And it was nothing like, you know, I don't even know if that's still open anymore. But Southampton County, Virginia, if y'all know, that's where Nat Turner led his rebellion back in the 1800s. Southampton County. They had the courthouse there in Cortland. They still got remnants of, they got a sword, they got different little things they made out of the skin, but that's another story for another day. But I went into that environment, and that was some strange energy there. Anyway, I got there in the early 70s. But what I want to share with you is why I was attracted to this 109-year-old veteran was, I have no shame in my game. I was literally raised by Vietnam veterans. See, people in the military and the services during those times, they were maligned, attacked. I mean, they was like, you going over there killing babies. I mean, it wasn't all this patriotic hoopla like now, you know, welcome home. Oh, we appreciate you. So, no, it wasn't none of that. They was spitting, man, listen, these brothers went over there in the bush trying, you know, being led to believe. And that's my central core issue right here. How we are led into things, thinking, oh, it's fight the fight and this and that, and get in there and find out it ain't nothing but some already rich folks trying to get even richer and throwing human lives into the machinery of humanity. Yeah, that whole military-industrial complex, that's what that's about. You know, just like the prison-industrial complex. They tell y'all, yeah, you know, it's about public safety, this and that, but hold them up, swollen up. If that's the case, if y'all were historically doing your job, why is crime now exponentially greater than it was before y'all came on the scene? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. One more time. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Now, I'm not just talking about governments and agencies and all that. I'm talking about us. Yeah, me, myself. You know, I have to catch myself all the time. You know, I go over here and say so and so. But wait a minute, am I being part of the solution or part of the problem? Because if I'm already mad as hell about something, why keep throwing gas on it? But let me get back in line in here. So I got around these brothers, and these were good brothers. I mean, I ain't got nothing but the best to say. These brothers here, I mean, did us. I'm talking about us as a people. Granted, they were gentlemen. Yeah, they had committed crimes and everything else. But remember who trained them to be killers. So when they came back and all that, well, they didn't handle that like that. No, they didn't sound no say, well, we need to negotiate. Let's call the United. No, we're going to deal with this now. See, I was raised by men who had generous hearts, but they weren't gullible. They weren't gullible. And these guys showed me some things. I'm grateful to this day. As a matter of fact, they made me go to school. I'm a young hopper. I'm around there. I'm trying to impress everybody. And no, I'm a lost soul went around it myself. But they pulled me up and said, hey, man, you know they pay you money to go to school. I ain't gonna go to no school, man. Go to school for what, man? I get money, man. You ain't heard about me. Man, listen, man, I go get it. And they said, look, man, you don't know the value of education. Even if you want to be a crook, you got to be educated. You got to study the laws and know how these people gonna come at you. And by the way, if you don't go in there, I'm going to show you what they taught me in the military, and they just walk away, gentlemen. I mean, never raised their voice, and them cool as a cucumber. Cool as a... Yeah, these dudes just killers, man. I mean, so... But yeah, I went to school and did God. Matter of fact, I was valedictorian of the class, and it gave me a hunger for learning. And these brothers all the time, they telling me, they said, look, man, penitentiary can run you crazy, send you to the crazy house, or you can see it as a university to gain knowledge. You have people in the streets at a disadvantage. I used to tell people this, people who corresponded stayed in touch with me while I was in those dismal crypts, and that's what I call them, dismal crypts. It's something for a form of death. But He said, you can turn it into a university. He said, man, you can either do time or let the time do you. Do time, educate yourself. That's something can't nobody take away from you, man. He said your money is going to come and go. People going to come and go in your life. But what you got in here, no, he didn't call it a kingdom or nothing like that. He said, can't nobody take it away from you. And I'm glad I had people that were strong and showing me the right way. Because, see, man, let me tell you something. I wasn't like this old guy now labor. You know, people, they keep, man, you too nice, you know, this and that. But no, you don't know where I come from. And I thank God. I thank the Most High. Yeah, I thank the Father for the journey that I went on. I didn't understand it. And I cried injustice. It's like so many people. But had it not been for brothers like that, I wouldn't be here sitting there talking to you today. And there's been a lot of stupid stuff I done. I'm telling you, I've had brothers of the caliber of these men. These were simple men. Okay, some of them weren't academically that much up to par, but they lived as decent, civilized men. They had honor. They had certain codes of honor they never reneged on. I mean, they lived by it. I mean, their life was a living testimony. And I'm glad that I got to witness in the flesh these great brothers. And I honor them to this day. So when I saw this article about 109, I said, man, now I'm going to be 70. Hey, let me tell you something. If I keep breathing, Lord willing, creek no rise, a couple of weeks, I'm going to be 70 years old. But I want to sit under my elders. This is what I want to press upon you here now without going way off deep into so many things. Our elders are walking libraries of a wisdom you ain't gonna find in the books. You're getting the theories out of the books from people. We get the operational course we need to take. No. I ain't saying be like them. I mean, no. Be who you are. Put your own stank on it, your own style and fashion on it. That's where God, listen, you didn't come here naked or without. Yeah, on the outside you had no clothes and all that when you came through. But let me tell you something. You were downloaded everything you need in this life, but you gotta know where to look for it. No. It ain't no, we get signs and symbols outside. Those are indicators. Like Bob said, life's a big road with lots of signs. So we get these reports, but how are we processing them? If you process them with academic knowledge, yeah, you're getting somewhat the report like a thermometer. A thermometer reports the temperature to you. You had to become a thermostat and look at the events and adjust it to your style and fashion. Yeah, Gucci, Givenchy, all them big names over there. See, y'all chasing brands. See, one thing I want to leave with you, and I'm not judging you whichever way you make your judgment, but understand what I'm saying. Things or people. Now, like I said, I don't need no comments, nothing like. This is a question for you within yourself. Are you putting things before people in your life? Basic stuff. Don't nobody know but you. You ain't got to share it here. I'm just saying, listen, man. I'm just trying to awaken something in some kind of way. I'm trying to be used to awaken something within you that's already there. Perfect creators don't make imperfect works. Where does the imperfection come in at? The imperfection is in your mind. Your mind is what you have to put in order. Self-control. Yeah, your feelings not yet. See that. Just like in meditation. You sit down, try to get quiet, things come up. Yeah, just witness, just watch them and observe how these things make you feel. There are certain triggers. Now, some people, they call it certain enchantments and all that, but certain things control your life. And you're totally unaware of it. It's called subliminal suggestion. The spiritual realms are the subliminal. There are environments being created for you. And you're being molded to fit into them. And you wonder why you're always frustrated and mad as hell. You have to declare your own inner real estate. And by the way, thank you for taking the time to share this with me this morning. I pray something comes out of this that can bless you richly. Peace and blessings to all of y'all people.